is clairaudience and why do you want it? Well, let me tell you right now, I guarantee you, you do have the psychic sense of clairaudience. No one is special. God has given us all the same amount of abilities when it comes to the psychic senses. It's just those who pay attention to it, who practice it, just like riding a bike, just like playing soccer every day, just like playing an instrument, they get better. It's the ones that pay attention to clairaudience that feel their life opening up to new dimensions. And A Course in Miracles tells us that we can't begin to realize communication with the Holy Spirit unless we open up our psychic senses. Our psychic senses are natural. They're not magic. They're not woo-woo. They're not crazy. They are just ways of going beyond the bodily 5 senses to what you really are, to spirit, to love, to unlimited power, to experience of God, to experience of the Holy Spirit in you. Clairaudience enables you to hear guidance. And believe me, guidance can come to you in a clairaudient way, in many different ways, in many different manners. It can come from other people. It can come from friends. It can come from your dog. Oh well, maybe that's pressing it a little bit, but we do get to a point where we understand their barks mean certain things, don't they? But clairaudience is really important to opening up your life to guidance from the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, and the Ascended Masters. A Course in Miracles, you could listen to my video on why I love A Course in Miracles and why it promises that is the fast track way to enlightenment. But why A Course in Miracles attests to us that we have all the psychic senses, that it's not magic, and we all have the same abilities. It just depends on how much attention you pay to it. But it also tells us that there are ascended masters that have left the body but remain behind because they lived a life just like you and I, so they understand the challenges we're feeling, the frustration we're feeling, the anxiety we feel, the depression we feel, and the challenges. They understand all of that, and they're here to guide you. Listen, open your ears, and you can hear their guidance. Normally, I could tell you from my own experience and others' experiences that I've talked to, can come to you, it seems, in your own voice. You could be hearing it in your own voice in your head, but you'll start realizing that this is knowledge that you didn't really have before, that they're guiding you on what to do, on where to go. But remember to share this video, like, and comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. The Holy Spirit is talking to you at every moment, guiding you. You don't need to feel lonely. Wow, you've got that guidance in your mind, that eternal voice. All you have to do is learn to listen to it. Learn to feel that joy. Learn to open up your ears. And then you will know that voice is always with you. I've talked about this before in different videos, but a great way to receive and realize that internal type of dictation, if you have crappy handwriting like me, which is hardly even readable, you can sit down on your computer. I'm a pretty fast typist, but you'll be surprised when you start listening to this internal dictation. Your typing can speed up to levels you never thought you could type at before. It could be speeding along on the keyboard, and you will notice often that you're hearing responses to your questions that are different than what you would normally say or how you would normally speak. Give it a try. Let me know what your thoughts are. But there are definite ways to open up your clairaudience, to open up your hearing, to realizing the gifts that God has given you as an individual made in His image, made in His love, made in His life. I'm sure you want guidance about who would be the best love interest, what is the best way to go for a new job, where could you raise funds in your life, how could you realize joy and bliss and total fulfillment. All of that can be easily yours if you practice listening. There are 2 types of praying. that you need to practice when you're working on your clairaudience. You can pray for guidance, but also make sure and listen. When you listen, often you won't hear any guidance at that time, but it opens up your ability to hear it when it comes to you. I call it active listening. Put on some music or just listen to the silence and a fan, or you can be meditating outside, listening to the birds or the water or near a stream. And active listening is something I found to really activate clairaudience. Active listening is paying attention intently to every noise, every sound, every thought coming into your mind. And every thought, as I've mentioned, is meaningful. Spirit is always guiding you, is always communicating with you, and often gives you the same thoughts over and over and over, trying to get through to you. Make sure and write those down. Make sure and record them. Make sure that you keep them somewhere where you can look back on them as time goes on. Clairaudience is a fantastic gift, and what's really interesting is you can be hearing guidance from people you know, from people you don't know. It's really interesting. When you open up that capability, you can hear people responding to your questions, even though they have no idea where it came from. The Holy Spirit and Jesus can guide you through them, because the Holy Spirit also is present in them just like they are in you. What I'd like to do right now is work with you on a meditation that will help you open up your clairaudience, that will help you begin to pay attention to the special psychic sense. But before we do that meditation, I wanted to share an experience with you that I have had experiences with other people sharing things to me, and I'm sure it came from the Holy Spirit. I've also heard spirits. But right now, I'd like to take you into a meditation that will help open up your hearing so that you can be aware of guidance from the Ascended Masters, from the Holy Spirit that's always talking to you, from Jesus Christ himself, and from the angels that A Course in Miracles tells us are always here to guide us just for the asking. Ask and you shall receive. Let's do our meditation now, and I will put a timestamp in the description below to this meditation so that you can come back and practice it at any time. First of all, we're going to take 3 slow breaths that I'll walk you through. Then we're going to do a surround and ground meditation that you should do every single morning and every single evening if you'd like as well. And then I'll take you through opening up your capability of clairaudience. So take a seat, get relaxed, nice straight back, and let's breathe. Breathe in through your nose to the count of 4. Deep belly breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. One last breath. In through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to realize that God's white light is pouring into you through the chakra that is just above your head, filling your entire being with glittering white light, God's love and white light. And this light is forming a protective bubble all around you that will keep you protected throughout the day and evening. Feel and see this glittering light in your mind's eye throughout your body. Then see 3 cords grounding you to the earth, 3 cords of white light extending, 1 from each foot and 1 from your tailbone down into the earth. Then feel that white light of God traveling back up as you're also filled with the earth's grounding energy. Finally, I want you to see the angels place a gossamer but sturdy silver vest on your chest, protecting you from your shoulders all the way down to the bottom of your torso. Although it weighs nothing, it keeps out all negative energies, all anxiety and depression, and guides you so that you feel protected through the day. Now let's feel that white light coming in again, more and more through that chakra at the top of our head, in through the violet chakra between our eyes and our pineal gland, and also flooding down into the blue chakra in our throat, shooting out into our ears. And we feel our ears thrumming with light, thrumming with love. Now we are aware of Christ appearing to us, putting his hands out over our ears, and we feel the light, the love, the compassion, the caring flooding from his hands into our ears, opening up that clairaudience so that we can hear the guidance from Jesus and from the Holy Spirit and from our ascended masters whenever we care to listen. We feel that wonderful white light, that guidance filling us up, warming us as we thrum with joy. And we hear now the angels singing a glad, vibrant song as the music also surrounds us and fills us up. We hear the angels' choir singing with gladness that we have joined them to hear their song and realize that they're with us at all moments. We now thank Jesus and the angels for guiding us this day, for helping us to open up to our gift of clairaudience. We know now that as we choose to meditate, that as we choose to listen, we will receive and hear more guidance every day. Now put your hands into a fist and open your eyes and return to the room with me. I'd love to hear your comments below about any feelings you felt during that meditation. Please make sure and return to it so that you can work more again on opening your clairaudience, your God-given talent here beyond the physical world.